listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show.
Oh my gosh, it came alive.
Whoa! Where'd that come from?
Oof. Yeah.
You do that every time.
No, usually I play the
love
drums,
it.
but this time I did this. I'm raising the roof up in here.
Yes,
The
you
roof
are.
is
Up in
on
here. I'll make it
fire.
rain in here.
All right, I'm going to do a really nice intro today because
That's so scary.
I'm wearing my sergeant stripes. I inherited this shirt from my son yesterday when he cleaned out his closet and said, "Dad, you want all these?" And I took 4 of them. But we're here for SmackDown After Show. I'm RicDrasin.com, as you know. And I have a variety of guests today. Ryan Klum's not here. He's off doing his weekend warrior thing, I guess, for the indie
Darn.
shows. But we have, I'm going to introduce this lovely lady next to me who I've known for quite some time. Patricia Summerland, who was with Glow. Now she's with Femme Fatale. She was in Playboy. She's done movies, TV, acting, modeling. She's the prettiest, sweetest, nicest, most loving woman that I've ever known in my life, and I have an unlimited amount of respect for her. And I'm so glad she's here today, even though she's been through a misery of flu all week, cold, and she's wearing, I think she's used contact and she's wearing Depends.
Something like that.
So
you know.
it's all good, and I don't think there's any flooding down here that I can see.
You might have to get a mop
Yeah.
now. I'm melting after that great introduction. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's all true, you know that.
Hey,
It's
Marissa.
all true.
That's right.
It's all true.
Wow.
I've known you a long time. You just get better like a fine wine.
Ooh, thank you, Rick.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to pop your cork, baby.
Have you been naughty and nice?
All right. Then we also have the Ballard brothers. This one.
Hello.
And that
That
one.
one. Yeah, it's.
And I can tell the difference.
I can't. It's
Okay,
confusing.
which
oh my
one is
God.
which? Go. And go.
Shannon, Shane, Shannon, beep, Shannon.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding,
You had a
for me.
50% chance of being
See?
right.
I tried.
These two girls have wrestled all over the world as females and males.
Bull.
And they're still doing it. How old are you guys now?
We'll be
24 next
Yeah.
week. 24.
Yeah, can you believe that?
I like when time goes backwards. That's great. All right.
We mean 42. 42.
You look like you've had a really tough life.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's swinging that meat in the meat department.
We're 42 going on 90.
That's I'm 90 going on 10.
And just my watch, actually, I wear this watch. It stopped.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be right at least twice.
Oh, of course.
that's
A broken
cool.
watch is always right twice a day.
Right. So it
And
says
just to
3
let you
o'clock.
know, I am wearing my mistletoe belt buckle for the holidays, so just to let everyone know.
Mistletoe down.
You know
Wow.
what? Enough out
Yeah,
of you.
that's not right.
And there are only 505 hours and 30 minutes left of Christmas shopping, so
He
get out there and do
really
it.
does calculate this stuff out.
I
too.
do. I do.
I don't care. I really don't care.
That's
you will when
funny.
there's like-
I do
Just do me a
too.
favor. Keep him quiet.
I don't even know why you told me to bring him today.
Just so I could have two ugly faces to look at. I wanted somebody on the show that's uglier than me.
Okay.
So that's why I have you. All right, so let's start off with what you guys watched on the Cena promo.
I talked to you on the phone while you watched it.
Yes, you were. Yeah. I was eating
Was,
Do tell.
wasn't I distracting?
No, I can do 3 things at once.
Okay.
Talking to you, watching that, and I was doing one other thing.
Oh, no.
that could
What
be
was that?
a plethora. A plethora of things.
Yes, okay, but I got them all done.
Yeah.
All right, this promo didn't go as long as we've been talking because we've been saying how it's been going 18, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was getting really annoying. I think it was maybe 6 minutes.
Yeah, about that. And it started with John Cena, who's not even a
And you know
SmackDown
why?
member.
Because they hurt us.
Yeah.
They hurt us.
What we say matters.
That's right.
We are the brains behind the WWE.
That's right.
Yes.
We are the writers,
Yes.
unbeknownst to.
And we are also a part of the NFL, which I said earlier, no friends left.
Yes.
Well, anyway, he talked about the main event, and Ziggler with Sheamus, and blah, 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 and then Del Rio comes in, and they run into the ring, and they have a match right off the bat, which was...
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, first off, Cena got a huge ovation from the crowd. He was really over. I don't know if it's just that SmackDown crowd is not used to seeing him, but he got almost like a Hogan-like response.
He did.
Yeah.
Which was really good. And the I know where you're going with this, where it's like, how does Cena just show up, punch someone in the face, and go, "We have a match right now"?
I know.
How does that work?
And they don't call it matches anymore. They've been relaying on this show saying they're going to have a fight.
Yeah.
The main event's a fight.
Yeah.
It is.
That's true.
It is, really?
Yeah. Well, they're trying to compete with the UFC, so.
I know that, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Nope. Two different worlds.
Yes.
Never be.
Well, there's three, actually. There's that
Actually.
world, that world, and Rick's world.
Right.
So, and I like it in that world.
Yeah, Rick, he lives in a good world.
Yes, I do. So what did you think of the promo?
I loved it. No, the promo was good. It was to the point. It was short and sweet. And Cena's a really good talker. He's
really
very good
is.
on the mic.
He is.
He can hold your attention.
Yeah.
I
he
like
can.
him. No matter what, he can't do anything wrong.
He
so.
got the cheap pops too, so
Yeah.
yeah, he'd say something, the crowd was eating it up. I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, he had a couple of funny little things he said there.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they were, but
Well, plus, let's not forget he's doing that heartwarming Make-A-Wish Foundation. So,
Yeah.
of course, the crowd's going to warm up to that, which I think is amazing. I mean, it makes you just want to reach out. I mean, I was in tears. Oh, my God. I love that man. Sorry, Rick.
You really
Are you
think?
making fun of
You
my...
really think so?
Sorry, guys out there. I know. I do sound a little raspy.
Yeah, John Cena, he's a really good guy. He's always been into charity. Even before he was signed to WWE, we took him on a show that we had up in Northern California. He got to wrestle Greg Valentine. He hadn't really wrestled anybody outside of his box, so that was his first traveling.
Outside of UPW.
Yeah.
Right.
So we took.
And you know who I always booked him with on my shows? Basil.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Basil. R.I.P. Basil.
Yeah,
Bad boy Basil.
He passed away
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
But Basil told me he was going to take me to Vegas and show me a good time for 3 days. That's when he was like all spaced out on drugs. Yeah. I'll even pay
He
for
thought
it.
he was in Vegas at the time.
I'm not going with him.
Yeah, but Cena, there was actually a little where we did it at a military base, and there was a hospital there, and he volunteered his time. He went to the hospital and met with all the kids. I mean, we all went, me and my brother, and then cheerleader Melissa was with us. She went too. But it was really you could just tell that he really cared about each and every one in there. He didn't want to just let me do this really fast and leave. He was really
He has the same respect from the boys in the dressing room. Everybody thinks he's great.
yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He is a good guy.
He's got a good heart.
Did you watch the match, right?
Yeah.
They had there was one thing that really got me that I thought was really cool when Del Rio did a top kick to the...
Yeah, that was good.
I've never seen him do that.
Yeah, I got to say, Alberto Del Rio, he is really talented. And when I first saw this match, I was like, oh, Cena and Alberto Del Rio. But they gave him some time. I was really, really, really surprised by this match. I thought it was fantastic.
It was a good match.
I thought it was phenomenal. It was a match of the night. Spoiler alert for later on, match of the night.
Boy, I can tell who does the talking out of these two.
well, if you remember at the beginning of the show, I told him to keep him quiet.
Yeah.
Right.
So he just listened.
I had to listen to Ray,
Don't talk.
Oh,
He's a very good
listener.
listener.
Well, one thing actually that I did notice that I thought was really good is that the opening spot that they did, the crowd popped huge for a hip toss. It shows you the two guys, were really doing their job out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Cena did take he took the camera to just kick him out. We do the show with 3.
Did you plan that sentence for fast?
He did. He has it written out word verbatim.
That's cute.
But thank you for that interjection. That was you were right about that.
Yeah.
They're good. There's no question about they're good. If we could take it back a few years to where they would accept the old school selling with that, then you got a top match.
You know what I was going to ask you? This is I noticed it a lot in this match. And I know Cena likes to call a lot of stuff in the ring. I don't see them talking. In all the matches, you don't really see them communicating at all.
No, not really.
I mean, I don't know if it's just, off memorization or like how?
They're both pros, I think. I really
you're
think
right.
they go for it.
You're right.
They just,
Yeah, but they
don't do
can't.
it
They
like that.
can't read each other's mind. So
Well,
like you know.
it's just like if I get in a ring with you and we had 3 moves. And
We know what to do.
Yeah, but sometimes the moves come out of nowhere, and you know, did you discuss that 3rd move because it comes off perfect?
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
But Cena makes me laugh when he sells because he like dead sells like a chalk line. He just like, that's it. He's dead.
Chalk line, chalk outline.
It is. But it was a good match. But that top kick I thought was
Yeah.
like the coolest.
And they had some really good counters, especially the one leading into his STF submission.
Did you ever eat there? The counter?
Yeah, actually I did. That's a great hamburger place. Yeah.
Yeah, they had great counters.
Yeah.
But you got guys that like Patricia said, they're pros.
Yeah.
They know how to make it work.
Well, yeah, of course.
And you
Del
get-
Rio, I think, is one of the best in
Yeah,
that.
he is.
He's really great. He's one of my faves. So
He's
great
very
wrestler.
versatile.
Yep.
Okay.
I know that a lot of times I always say bad things about the wrestling sometimes on SmackDown, but and this isn't to knock another league, but I actually watched TNA for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
And since I've been watching and reviewing SmackDown, the difference in talent and the matches and the way they set them up is night and day. Like TNA, they'll do a neck breaker for no reason, and then the guy will just get up and they'll whip him off the ropes. But
So what are you saying? TNA is less, and SmackDown
I'm saying
is better.
TNA is
It's not.
yeah.
It's not.
Should be.
It's not organized.
Right. It's a good
Yeah.
good.
It's,
Yeah.
there's
Way to
lack of
put
organization.
it.
There's too many chiefs.
What,
and
Jeff isn't stepping in more? Or
I don't
what?
think he
What's
has
the
anything to do
deal?
with it, does he?
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not anymore?
No.
yeah.
Since, well, have I?
No.
They do have some talent there, though. I do,
Yeah,
do
lots
get
of
that.
talent.
Lots of talent, but
But WWE is much more organized.
Yeah.
And they run their
Let's hope.
show. You know,
Yeah.
and of course they copy from them. Everybody copies from everybody.
Right.
But that's part of the business world to copy and then make it your own. But I don't know. They'll never catch up with them.
yeah, I don't think so either.
You know, they have an audience.
After watching the two, I was like, wow. Like even though a lot of guys, I'm tired of like the Sheamus matches and everything, but when they wrestle, it like everything means something. But
Yeah.
when I was watching the
By
TNA,
comparison.
it was like,
It's so completely rushed.
Yeah.
TNA, like they want to try to get as much in that small
Yeah,
amount
which
of time
isn't
as
right.
possible.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the Kane Bryan promo?
the Kane Bryan. I mean, like I could have lived without it. If I die tomorrow, seeing it wasn't one of the things on my bucket list, I guess.
Well, the thing with them, and I'm directing this at you.
Me?
Yeah. Just,
What did I do?
you made a face at me. You caught my attention. Who's ever writing their scripts, it's kind of real childish. It's like something that
Yeah.
I could hear you swallow that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That was loud.
Yeah, you got like rusty pipes down there or something?
Rusty pipes, yeah, probably.
Galvanized. You better get copper, buddy. They have they're just real childish dialogue. You know, I mean, that's what they're fed to do, and that's
Yeah.
what they do. But I don't know where they're coming up with that.
Yeah, I think it's more geared towards kids. Like
I think so.
That one is like. I mean, like the whole entire programming and show is geared towards kids. That's why I was surprised they let that last match go as long as it did.
They went quite a ways.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, I think that was geared towards kids, where adults are just like,
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Shortly after that, Booker and Cena were on there, but it was like a split second.
yeah, and I didn't care too much for that. That's not on my bucket list either. Yeah,
Those things are just inserts to fill time.
yeah.
And
Fillers.
yeah, they're fillers. And they're not important.
Yeah, I think like Booker T, like just his wording, like the way he talks. I don't know if that one was actually written for them. I think they just said, yeah, you guys, John.
Improvise. What was that? Oh my.
Making
And
fun
so
of
wasn't
me.
as loud as his.
Hey, wait, I'm gonna take another one. Tell me if you
Oh
can hear it. Wait.
gosh.
No,
Okay.
what were you saying about that? About Booker?
I was saying that I think they kind of just said, you know what, we need to fill like 2 minutes so you guys talk about
Yeah.
something, because Booker T didn't really have any direction in what he was saying.
Because behind scenes, as you know, and as you know, working on camera, they have, and especially on live TV, they have, oh my God, we got 2 minutes to fill. We got to throw something in there. Go now.
Yeah.
Do something. And it's like,
Quick promo.
yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
last minute thing.
I don't. This one wasn't filmed live. I don't think this was.
Well, maybe not, but still they have to
Yeah,
to fill.
they saw
Maybe
it,
somebody wasn't ready for a match.
yeah,
you know.
that could be.
Okay, I kind of like looked away on this next one.
Oh, was that when I was talking to you on the phone?
I think Bogart needed to walk and go pee, so I was going to take him outside. And
We know that takes a bit of
Yeah,
time.
I have to coax him. It was Kali and Otunga.
Yes, but before, according to my notes, we forgot something entirely.
Oh, what would that be?
The aftermath of the Cena match, he was attacked by Ziggler on the stage.
Oh, that's right.
Got hit with a
Yeah.
briefcase.
How could I forget such a thing?
Ziggler was watching the
Jeez.
match on the monitor.
Yes, he was. That's right.
And that was the reason why John Cena was there, was because of what Ziggler's been doing.
Okay.
Okay, no.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of him carrying that little money thing along.
Oh,
Yeah, what is that? What is that about?
That's his gimmick.
That's
his gimmick.
That's his gimmick,
It's
yeah.
like,
You know.
can you imagine having to carry that for months everywhere you go?
So
Plus, he keeps his
loaded.
gear in that bag.
He's got a couple of
I'm
jock
sure
straps
he's
and
probably got
socks.
a couple.
Yeah, well, he's got to check it at the airport every time.
Jeez.
He's got some spray-on anti-jock itch or whatever's in there.
Right? Yeah.
The Kali and Otunga match. I did see parts of it.
Yeah, my notes, the only notes I have on the entire match just say, why did this happen?
Yeah, I kind of ran out
With
of
a
ink.
question mark, 2 question marks.
Yeah. That's another filler.
Yeah,
There was no purpose in it.
none.
So
at all.
how is Kali doing anyway? Because I missed that actually.
He's getting taller.
No, is he performing much better?
No.
with
No.
this-
It was like three
feel so bad
things.
for
It was
him.
all strikes. Like he just would
Yeah.
hit him in the head. But Otunga was blocking and he was putting like his hands up
And
to
his
block
feet.
everything.
Yeah.
So it was really it was like 3 things and then it was done.
Are they trying to phase out Otunga?
I don't
like
know.
him as a
Yeah,
as
I
a
don't know
work,
why
but
it was
he's
a
really
complete
good.
squash. But I mean, Kali has no like storylines, nothing going on. So
Yeah,
it
well,
really,
never really did. It's what's
Yeah.
sad.
Do you know him?
yeah.
I heard he's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, he's
a
very
gentle
nice.
giant,
yeah,
right? That's
his
what I recall.
for a true story, his first ever thing he did in wrestling was he picked me and my brother up and like bashed us together, and we didn't even jump. When he first came here, he went to APW. APW.
I remember that.
And APW did not want Rick Bassman to know because Rick Bassman would have been drooling
Yeah.
over him. And when he first came here, he was a bodybuilder. He like now he's like kind of fat and out of shape.
No, he was in shape then 'cause
Yeah.
he did the longest yard.
Yeah.
And he also
Oh, yeah,
slammed a guy and the guy
that's
died.
Right.
Yeah, that was at APW.
That is
yeah.
right. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. He was great in that.
But
Yeah, I
he
just
he
like
was
him.
just so, like, I had never seen a human being so big in my life, but he was the nicest guy. Like, we would walk into Denny's afterwards, and he would do that walk that he does because he's just so big, and everybody would just stop eating, and old ladies would be like, they'd put their bifocals on and be looking at him. Like, I mean, really, like.
I'm sure he's used to
lettuce
it.
falling
Yeah.
out of people's mouths, you know.
He's got a great look.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
does.
he's got a great look for film.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for him because wrestling came from the circus sideshow, you know, like I said,
Yeah.
old school. And he's a circus act. He's a
Yeah.
sideshow act because of what he looks like, and they don't know what to do with him. You know,
Yeah.
they bring him out there as a giant, and then he can hardly walk, the poor guy. You know, he can hardly move. And
Yeah.
I feel bad for him because even if he goes down on a bump, he can hardly stand back up again.
How's he going to get back up?
Yeah, I know.
He's very, very limited on to what he could do, you know, so.
Didn't I just say that?
Yes.
Well, why are you repeating what I
so
said?
many words. So,
Jeez.
so I can feel wanted.
Why did they put him with a hornswoggle? I mean, did I miss something for all this time?
I think
mean,
that's just a comedy right there. The
Yeah.
tallest and the shortest. I mean,
Yeah,
that
but-
little hornswoggle can go anywhere and make something funny. All those
He
little,
I don't
got
like
more
him.
offense than David Otunga,
yeah.
too. So
he looks like a little,
Hornswoggle.
well, little devious.
I mean,
little
not personally.
sucker.
I just don't like his gimmick. It
yeah.
bothers me. That's
Yeah.
just me. It's me. Nothing against
All
other people.
right.
So there's
I
really
like
not much to say about that match.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think we said we talked
sniffles.
longer than the match actually happened.
I know.
That includes entrances and exits,
Yeah.
too.
Okay, well, I have to mention something here about, speaking of large people, and that would be Amazon, because there's a lot of large people in the Amazon.
There is.
And the Amazon on the internet probably got their name from that because they're like the largest thing that you can buy from on the air. I mean, I buy from Amazon. I get everything, from soup to nuts, as they say. So I said, before you go to shop online Amazon, you go to AfterBuzz first, click the Amazon banner at the top, and then shop, because AfterBuzz gets a kickback. We get like a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's no extra cost.
Right.
It's a way to support AfterBuzz TV so that we can come on and we can have fun and kid around and joke and have this character with us and not get paid for it.
Yeah.
So go to AfterBuzz.com and shop and click on the Amazon banner first. Buy what you need. Make sure we get a little credit. And as the holidays, we expect you to go a lot and do this, because we would appreciate it if you would buy pictures of Shane, because he looks just like Shane.
And it's so easy to do.
It's so
Absolutely.
easy.
And you can find the Glow DVDs on there too.
Yes, you can.
And you can find me. I'm 5'10". I'm sort of Amazonish. Yeah. Kinda.
That's what I like about you.
Heyo.
I got a woman I can look up to.
Should we do the iTunes?
Oh, not yet.
Oh.
We're going to save that for a minute.
Wow.
But when we do,
Wow.
you can do
I
it.
thought I could do it. So
You're going to do it. You're going to do it.
way
sexy,
ahead of us there.
sniffly. I know.
All right, so then we had the primetime Barrett, Kane, Bryan, Kofi putting, and that, I have something to say about that, but go ahead. We have the tag match.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
I did like that the faces all worked together. I mean, mostly it was Kane and Daniel Bryan working together as a team, but they established that they were all a team. They were using teamwork.
Yes.
And that's something that is quite often lost. And before I go any further, a lot of times I always get angry that like none of the teamwork doesn't happen before, but then when in retrospect, if you're given 5 minutes to do a tag match, it's really hard to establish all that stuff. We actually did a match last night where we were only given like 7 minutes, and it's really hard to tell a good tag team story in 7 minutes.
Can't do it. It's really hard.
So my getting on these tag teams, I guess now since I did that, I have to. I'm going to be a little lighter on them as far as my critiques go. But I did like that they gave them time, so they used it to their
Actually,
advantage.
So that's
if
good.
people want to stay tuned for old school after this, I do have tag teams with the Freebirds and the Road Warriors.
Ooh, Road Warriors. Awesome.
Those are awesome, man.
Yay.
So, you know what they're doing? When I was watching this, they keep putting Barrett over as being so tough and being so good and going to be the next world champion. And honestly, he didn't do anything.
No, he never does. Never does.
He came in, I think, just at the end, barely. I think he came in for one, a couple things in the heat, you know, and that was
He
it.
threw a couple stomach punches, and that was about it. And he's the brawler, right? And the punches don't even, you know,
Connect.
Not really. Not really. I don't mean to put
Slightly,
it down. It's just that I expect more out of it. And a lot of you people watch you. You're new to wrestling. You're younger guys. It's all fun for you and this. And I get that.
Yeah.
But I've spent 45 years doing it, and I see every little flaw, and then it ruins it for me. You know?
Yeah, it's hard to watch.
It makes it hard to watch. You know, you watch magic and you know the tricks, so it's like, okay, that's not really magic. I know that. So you watch it in a different mindset at my age because I've seen it, I've done it, and I think, oh my God, why'd they do that? They could be so much better if they did this.
It's hard to watch it as a fan once you've been doing it.
Yeah.
It's very hard to watch as a fan. And when you can watch it as a fan, then they are doing their job.
If you don't watch it as a fan, you can change your mindset and probably watch it as an air conditioner.
Bada bing, bada boom. Ooh.
Did she get that?
No, she didn't. She's sleeping in there.
Marissa, wait.
There we go.
She woke up. We woke her up. Sorry about that.
Okay, now, are we done with that one?
No, well, I thought it flowed really well at the end. Like everybody kind of just like hit their spot and got out, so the two legal men were in, and
That was very true.
yeah, it flowed nicely.
See, now that's a situation where you say the communication has to be key there, because what's coming next, and everybody comes in and does this, and this one does this, and this one does this, and leaves this one for the opening, for the finish, and it all comes together.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do, you know, especially on the indie shows when you work with a lot of guys. They don't know what. What are we supposed to do? We don't know.
Train wrecks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them are. And
I
they
say
travel
yeah a
way
lot.
too fast and they crash. That's what I got to say with Indy. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm feeling something. I think it's the cold and my nose is starting to
I'm
snuffle
sorry.
more.
You need a tissue?
Are you sure
I'm
you're not
really, and I don't
feeling
have
Rick's
one.
arm
so I'm
behind
like,
you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was reaching for a tissue.
Oh.
I was going to say, I don't put it there. Maybe here. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Okay.
right.
I got that.
Yeah.
Okay, then we had a Sheamus.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at
we got it.
that.
Thank you, Marissa.
Wow.
Fabulous.
Wow. So
Are these recycled?
is it like if we ask for anything, we get it? Like, oh, I could use
No,
a
you're not
Monster right now.
special.
A Monster Energy?
You don't need that.
I do my best.
Thank you. Yes.
Isn't it nice?
No, she just doesn't want to hear me sniffling. I'm sitting there going,
In all
Trying
honesty,
to-
I was getting tired of seeing it running down your lip.
is that what that was? And it was going to freeze because I'm so cold. It's going to turn to ice. All righty. It's okay.
There was a Sheamus promo after that.
Yeah, that was one with Matt Stryker.
Yes.
Same. You've seen one Sheamus promo. You've seen them all.
I was going
That's
to
the
say
thing.
that. And I hate to disrespect him again, too,
Yeah.
because he's good at
He's
what he
good
does.
talent.
But I just am tired of the same dialogue. It seems like it's being read with the accent. I mean, that's his accent, I'm sure. But it's like, it's the same thing
Fella.
every week. It's the
Sure.
same thing every
Fella.
week. And I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't either.
It's not convincible.
No.
I want to fight. Fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another terminology he uses. What is it? He says fella and what else?
Don't ask him. What does he know?
Because that's his better half. That's his alter ego.
You guys
or whatever.
are twins,
Or-
but you have the brain. He has an empty head.
Who's got the looks?
I can't decide on that at all. It's kind of the same.
Who looks worse?
Both of you.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Where it works for me.
Yeah,
This is like Dumb and Dumber over there.
it's a great movie, by the way.
It is a great movie.
It is.
The promos, it's the same thing every week. You know, you can just
yes, it
repeat
is.
the last week, it'll be the same thing. It never materials, it doesn't culminate into anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to stop I'm saying yeah. I said yeah about 46 times on
was
this show
counting.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so then we had Sandow and Tyson Kidd, and then we had this kid from the audience come up.
I like
God.
that. I like that promo or that skit or whatever you would like to
liked
call it. I enjoyed it.
I
It
think
reminded me of the 80s when
Yeah.
they used to do things like that.
back to
Yay for the 80s.
back to Shannon. He looked like he was inbred.
Who, him?
No, we know who he is.
Oh, the kid. Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
Did
Yeah,
he not?
He
Did
did.
he
He
not?
looked he was very tiny and.
Remember the kid on Deliverance with the banjo?
Speaking of which, now is that like somehow every movie
Spit
or
it out,
TV
Shane.
every movie or TV show where somebody's inbred, they always have like superhuman strength, and you have to shoot them like 8 times for them to die. I mean, is that like do you think that guy had superhuman
Let me ask you a
strength?
question. Why are you getting so excited about that?
Because that was a
trying to
chance
get
to
some
talk.
You
think there's
I'm excited.
There's a possibility for you there?
it's
Yeah,
not even
that's
on
my
his notes
opening.
either.
But the kid, I know you're right. The kid did look like it, and then he must have
Plant.
He was a plant. He
Oh,
had
yeah.
to be a plant.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For it to go
Did
off
you
like
see that one?
Kind of no.
Okay.
Just going with it.
Well, he brought this
Like a
kid in
pro.
from the audience, and he holds a microphone like this, and he's going to ask him 3 questions. The first 2, of course, the kid knows the answer
Oh
to.
no,
Very
I
easy. It
did.
was a
Of course I did. And I
Tricycle.
thought,
How many wheels on a tricycle?
I thought it was ridiculous.
And then the second one
It was above stupidity on the questions, though. Can I chime in on that? Yeah, if that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That was I didn't.
how many years is a presidential election?
And then what at the end? You're welcome. What is that? You're
I thought you said the
welcome.
presidential erection in China. It just, was like stupid.
Smarter than a 5th grader. Smarter than a 2nd grader. I mean, come on, those questions.
Yeah, I think
was
they're
just
going to
sort of really
continue
bad.
it. It's probably going to be his thing every week. He's going to come
For a
out. I mean,
while.
they're kind of throwing it to the wall and seeing if it sticks. I mean, it's the same recycled
Yeah.
like things they've been using. Same Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man, and a JBL that they would do when JBL was doing the Ted DiBiase gimmick. It's in the same like.
Genre.
Right.
I took the words right out of my mouth. Look at that. You get $1 million word out of a 2-bit mouth.
Two bit is a quarter, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Any listeners didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think Damien Sandow is one of my faves anyway. I just don't know how to take him or get him or anything like that.
Well, he's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, the character
Yeah,
is.
it's not working.
I
In
don't
my
know.
opinion.
They kind of need to move away from the. Didn't Randy Savage's brother do that?
Lanny
Boring,
Poffo, yeah.
boring
He's a
gimmick.
genius.
Yeah.
Well,
And he
somewhat,
used to
yeah.
throw the frisbees to the audience with the
That's what I
inscriptions
used
in
to do.
there.
That's what she used to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sunny. I had my frisbees. That's when we'd go on tour though.
How many do you have left?
I had the Glow Sunny frisbee, the yellow ones.
I had that one in the garage I gave you. Remember you wanted that one?
Yeah, I know. Well, we can do that on
Yeah, we'll paint
Rick's
it.
Corner.
We'll paint it yellow.
And we'll put a bright sun.
Okay.
Yes.
Yelling like this?
Yeah.
We'll do it.
I'll tell you something else about it. I made a note here about that match. And many of the matches, we were always told to slow it down. Slow it down in the ring. Slow it down in the ring. These guys were like on speed all night. They were going from one move to another, to another, to another, to another, to another.
They were.
Are you talking about the Sandow
Well, that match in particular, yes.
That was The selling was terrible.
Yeah, it was just, there was
Again.
no selling. It was just from one
terrible.
move to another move, to another move, to another move, to hurry up and do the move, hurry up and do the move. Hurry.
Yeah.
And I was always told, and I think you probably guys were, that you just slow it down. Let the crowd comprehend it.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
A little turbulence in my
Take a drink and
just
swallow
did.
it really
That's
loud.
why I have it. It's killing me. It's not the miracle water, it's the Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Diet Coke.
But am I right about that working fast?
Yeah,
What do
I
you
think so.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it was
No, I
fast.
just want a yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. What's wrong, Shannon?
You crack me up with this guy every time. I like it because he picks on him. He doesn't pick on me. So whenever he's around, he doesn't pick on me. I like that.
Yeah.
But he loves it.
Yeah.
He strives on negative attention. Do you guys work that fast? No.
No. No, sometimes when we're if we only have 3 minutes to do a match, yeah, we would work that fast. But no.
You know what I'm noticing?
What?
We're participants. Look at us.
Yeah, look.
AfterBuzz power.
Yeah.
You guys aren't wearing them. Ha. Okay.
I can't.
I'm done.
It's too small for my wrist. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say about the match. I just thought they worked awfully fast. The moves were good. Tyson Kidd is great.
Yeah, he is.
He had like no shine though.
None.
They gave him like he did like 2 kicks and then Sando bailed out and then he cut him off.
No, but I've seen when he's really on mark with it. He's guy's good.
You know what they're doing with Damien Sandow, at least ring-wise, is they are, like what I saw is I'm starting to see Triple H when he first started, when he used to do the blue blood gimmick, when he'd do that little bow.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, I'm sure Triple H probably has something to do with it. He probably is like, here, this is what I did, do this.
It's just
so
boring,
they're
though.
almost
I find
making
it boring
him
with him.
like a Triple A-esque type character.
Think so?
Well, not the Attitude Era Triple H, but before Attitude Era.
Maybe.
So I think that's what I saw from that. And I did like the when he went for the springboard elbow and he put the knees up and went into the finish after that. It was like he kind of blocked it, and I like the finishing.
Yeah,
sequence.
they worked well together. I mean, I just thought it was just really going fast. Unless I'm just slowing down in my head or something, I can't keep up with it because they were just moving faster. And some of the matches were all like that. They were just going bang, bang,
The
bang.
next
bang,
one
bang.
was for sure.
Yeah, well, I want to get to that for sure. Then we had a Ziggler promo, right?
I don't have that.
Yeah.
Did he?
They
Oh
had the
yeah, you're
Make-A-Wish
right. Yes,
Foundation
they did.
story and then the interview.
Okay.
Yes, we had the Make-A-Wish, which I thought, again, I have to add, that was amazing.
Oh, the little trailer they ran?
Oh, it was
Yeah,
great.
it was good.
Of course. And John Cena and the kid dying, which is so sad. I mean, that's bringing the audience in more, which I think is good. And bringing it to John Cena open-handed. That's a given. But yeah, they're the wrestlers are heroes in these kids' eyes.
You know why you like that? I know why you like it.
Why?
Because over the years I've gotten to know you. You're a very giving person. You give of yourself to everything and
Well,
everybody.
I think we should do this Make-A-Wish. I think you and I need to.
Okay.
Honestly, too, as well.
I made a wish last time I was with you. Actually, I took both your legs and I made it like a wishbone.
Hey, wow, we just went up to X-rated. We're usually like borderline PGR,
But I know why you like that, because you are a good person. You do give, and you're very sentimental about stuff like that, and it's very touching because this is what the world is about today. Not enough people do that.
No, there isn't.
I just saw a cop on the news this morning that gave a pair of shoes to a homeless guy. He took him to the
I heard about that.
Skechers and bottom shoes.
That's great.
And this is what John
see
Cena
that.
is doing with this Make-A-Wish thing. I think it's wonderful. I mean, people.
There are good
Yeah.
people out there. There's so many bad people, and so
Yes.
many people not necessarily bad, but all they really care about
They just
is
don't
themselves.
want to. Yeah,
and
exactly.
there are those that care about more than themselves. But
And the Make-A-Wish Foundation, I might add, is for illnesses and cancer and so many children in that, and it's so sad.
Yes.
And to put the works, the wrestlers in this business in a better light that do give back, because there is human beings in this business, and we're not all monsters, you know.
Right.
And I think that's the best thing they're doing with
do
those
too.
promos. And I give them that A1. That's an A+
Yep.
right there.
I knew you'd like that. That's right up your alley.
Yep.
Okay, so now we've got the Usos in the 3-man band. The gun that looks like you. And you.
You know, he does. I thought it was, or you, I should say, Shannon or Shane, but yeah, totally.
we are way
Be a triplet.
younger looking than that guy. I just want to tell you that.
Okay. Well,
We got better bodies than he. Well, one of us.
well, that I
one of
don't
us
know,
does.
but-
one of us needs to lose a little. I'm not gonna name any names.
How
but-
come he used to be the lighter one?
I know. No, this was funny last night. Is we had that match and this fan came up to me and I had a shirt and a jacket on after the match and he goes, "Wow, you," and he went like this. I was like, "That's my brother, you dummy!" And he goes, "Well, let me talk to him." So he went and told him, "Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I'm concerned about you. You've got to lose that." He's not like super heavy, but. He could.
No, but you're heavier than you used to be.
He needs some
I'm
help.
in my
Rick.
bulking stage.
Our systems detect that a host has
He needs some help.
All right, let's go
Set
on.
him up with a diet, Rick.
All right, so we had the 3-man band and Usos. Usos, I think, are really good.
I like the Usos. They're very cool. Are they related to The Rock?
They're related to Rikishi.
Yeah.
Okay, well, close enough.
And then to The Rock by way of that, because they're all related.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
They're all tied
like
together.
cousins of cousins of cousins
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
correct.
Those
They're
guys,
really good.
Those guys are fast.
Yeah.
The Usos?
Yeah.
Yeah, they move. For their size, they're very quick.
Very
I
quick.
like them. They're very
And
good.
it's kind of hard to keep up with that as well.
Yeah, there was I've got some bad notes here on the they messed up the cutoff. Did you guys notice that?
No.
Oh, it was sloppy. I just put the match was really sloppy.
It was a sloppy match.
I thought it was a sloppy match.
Yeah.
Especially
Seemed
for
rushed too.
like TV. Like all the other matches are like and once again, this is like the comparison from watching SmackDown and TNA. Is TNA that you see a lot of mistakes. So when you see a mistake on SmackDown, it's kind of like almost like wow, that it's almost shocking. But I know they do edit and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it was kind of sloppy. No
At
chemistry.
the end,
Yeah.
when they were the 3 and deep, and he's doing his like circular thing, the one guy doesn't look like a rocker. First of all, I mean, he looks like he's out of Iran.
The Indian guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you think? And I don't get that. And he was trying to do his spoof on the floor. It was so bad.
He
I'm
didn't
like,
wear his
oh.
turban today either.
He looks completely different without a turban.
Yeah, doesn't
Oh,
he?
he does wear a turban? I was
Yeah.
kidding. It's the first time I've ever seen these
Yeah,
guys.
he wears a turban.
Oh my God, yeah, because I'm like, what the heck are these guys? I get the other two, but yeah.
Yeah, I think putting Drew McIntyre in there, he had so much promise, and now he's just kind of a joke. He's got good size, a great look. I mean, he's a good looking guy. I mean, like in a non-gay way, he's a good looking guy.
Right. Yeah.
He's merchandisable.
Yeah, very very much.
But the three-man team is this is going to be happening? I don't get that.
I think
Doesn't
it's
quite work.
gonna just
Hopefully fade
they're gonna
out.
go from like main event to like Velocity to like whatever the internet show is, and then they'll be like the guy, like when they have everybody around the TV watching a monitor, you'll see those guys in there.
Yeah.
It's like a lumberjack match. They'll come out.
Well, I can see that for that type of.
But not as individuals.
Texas tornadoes or something like that. But yeah, it's just too much. I don't know. I like the two.
There's
That's
just nowhere to go with that gimmick. I mean,
No.
it's really bottomed out.
Yeah.
You can't go up.
It's too much.
You know,
Yeah.
only way to go is down.
They didn't do anything as a band, did they?
No.
Not really. They
Let's
came-
hope not.
No.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Hoary
scary?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what you can do now, Patricia.
Yes.
You can do the iTunes.
All right. For everybody, go to iTunes and rate and comment on all of us and tell a friend. It only takes a minute. But please rate and comment on our show because this is what we live for. This is why we're on AfterBuzz.
Well, we rated, I think, a couple of weeks ago, the whistle in Shannon's nose.
Oh, yes.
That's
yeah, we heard that. But
correct.
it's
I
not
think it was an
happening
8,
You got a
wasn't
five.
it?
this time.
You got a 5-star
fixed
on
it.
that. You got a 5-star on it.
Okay, great.
It's
And
my turn.
that actually sounded like a real commercial when you did that. Actually, I
well,
was
thank
reading my
you.
notes. And I wasn't looking at you, and I could just
Very
picture
good.
myself.
Okay, so rate and comment on that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got the main event.
Yes, Ziggler
Ooh, yes.
versus Sheamus. Well, you know who? It finally dawned on me who Sheamus reminds me of. I couldn't think of it. And it was my little boy Brennan's favorite show for a little while, Fireman Sam. I don't know if you guys ever watched that. Fireman Sam.
Sam, no.
No.
It's about like a red-headed fireman that's like from the
Midwest.
no, from England, not England. I don't know, Scott. Like,
So you're relating him to Sheamus.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
I could see that.
So what are you saying about the match?
I haven't started on the match yet.
Oh, okay.
He's
Let's
just
go on to the
making
match.
All right.
You had the going off subject thing again.
Yeah, no. Because I'm talking about Sheamus, and
I
I'm
love
comparing him to
Sheamus.
Fireman Sam.
It was a
Okay.
good match, by
So
the way.
Talk about the
Fireman
match.
Sam.
Tell me about the match.
Okay. I liked when he caught Ziggler and then did the fallaway slam into the barrier.
That was good.
Excellent.
I thought that was
very
really
good.
good.
I wrote that down.
Because there's a
too.
lot of
Oh, yeah.
room for error in doing something like that. You could throw him over the barrier, like miss the barrier and hit the ground.
Sure, but they did perfect.
Yeah.
It was
You
really.
could really get hurt on something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It was good.
Plus, he could have slipped catching him. Yeah, so many.
And
chances
the
for-
kicks was good. Sheamus did some great kicks, by the way. Really good kicks.
I thought, like in general about the whole match, it had its moments, but I noticed it kind of dragged. Had they not had like the Cena and Alberto Del Rio match, then this match might have gotten a little more reaction. I think the crowd was kind of dead.
By comparison.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Also, they pipe in. You guys notice that they pipe in, and when they do some of the kicks, if it makes noise or they do some move, you could tell it's piped in.
Oh, you can't. I couldn't tell that.
Lots of times you could tell.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I thought it was. Yeah. It was good
I had no
because I
idea.
thought they were actually like making contact rather than oh well.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the crowd noise. They'll pipe in the crowd noise.
Oh
like
no, I was
them
talking about
cheering.
the contact noise. which
And
is really
there's something
good.
me and my brother discovered one time.
Yes.
No, I was waiting for Rick
He
to
said
say
yeah.
something.
I'm waiting.
We were watching one time Big Show do the big world's what's that move that he does called?
Weapons of mass destruction.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was doing that, the punch, and it always makes a sound. So we watch. I mean, usually we watch for the slapping of the leg or whatever. But he was outside of the ring. He was on the ring apron, and he hit somebody. It was either the Miz.
No, Ziggler.
Oh, Ziggler, yeah. And he reached over the top and did it to him.
Mm-hmm.
So we kept rewinding it, and Big Show didn't slap, neither did Ziggler. So they actually added that sound.
Added that in. I'll be darned. So
Yes. So
maybe
they
I'm not
do.
so wrong after.
They can do that right on the fly live too.
Yeah.
It was hard to see on him because we've got a black and white. We've got a 19-inch.
Hi.
And it was really hard to actually tell. That's why we had to keep rewinding it.
Years ago they never slapped like that. They'd throw punches, but you'd never hear the slap. You hear a little stomp, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the punches back in the day were all right to the chin, and they were timed timed perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's to the top of the head and above the head. I think I saw Big Show or one of the guys the other night throwing punches to the head, 4 or 5, but it went right past the top, and the guy sold it, but it didn't even hit him.
Anyway, I think the great time. Let's get back on the match. Excuse me. No, I want to get my word in. The great throwback on the rollover, and he hits the pillar. I think was great on Sheamus and Dolph both. I think Dolph wasn't one of my favorites, but in that match, I liked him in that.
Well, he's good.
Yeah, he's just sort of quirky. Plus, he reminds me sort of me of the characterization they give him. The blonde, the tan look, the Hulk Hogan image, like what I had to carry. But he's doing really good.
Yeah, Ziggler, he's money. I always said that, but I did not understand why Big Show would come out when he had him in the submission. Why?
I was going to that. That was my final comment.
You ruined it for him.
There went the orgasm.
Oh no!
It's okay, Rick. There's pills that you could take that'll.
There's many more back
We
up.
can do the build up.
I don't understand why you got something going like that, and then they have to come with the entry music.
Yeah, and why would he want to come out? Because he's beating Dolph. I mean, the Big Show and Ziggler aren't like a tag team. They're not best friends. There's no reason why he would want to even come out.
There really was no reason for that.
It doesn't make any sense. And then bring Cena out. And did you guys know Cena actually, he had such a good match, and I was like, wow, doing so good. Then he's running off the ropes, and then he runs the incorrect way. He turns to the left, and almost tripped and fell.
I saw that.
And then Sheamus hit him with the shoulder, and he was like, the timing was off, so then he ran and jumped into him. Looked a bit silly to me.
Well, they've done things like that in the past, and someone will do a run-in, and they'll knock the other guy out, and they'll do the other one. Then the guy who runs in takes the guy for a count of 3, and the referee will count it. Why are you counting it? He's not even part of the match. He's not even the match. Why are you counting that?
I've seen that before. Now I'm sniffly.
Uh-oh. You're too far away.
And you know what? The other thing I'm thinking is, we talked about this before. What is the purpose in getting in the ring and wrestling anyway? What is the purpose? These guys are on those shows doing wrestling matches. What is the purpose? Can you tell me what they're projecting the purpose is?
In the match?
To win the match. What's the reason for winning?
Because they're supposed to get more money if they win, and
but no one's ever said that.
No.
And that should be the reason for wrestling. You go out to wrestle to earn money.
Right.
It's like a Tough Enough contest that you had with Dennis Quaid. He joined this thing, and if he wins the contest, he wins $1 million or something. The same thing with wrestling. The fans have lost track of the fact that if the guy loses a match, he doesn't make any money. He should go home, right?
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
With his tail between his legs.
Yeah, exactly.
Dejected.
So they should somehow, it has to be known that these guys are not on a payroll, because how much money do they make a year? What, just to perform? Then it's performance. They should make it look like a contest, and the contestant that wins gets the money.
Jim Cornette was really good at doing that back in the day.
Was he?
Of saying if we lose these belts, there goes our limo rides, there goes us getting these fancy suits. He was very good at
So is Max Headroom on our show.
I would believe it. When I was younger, at that time I was probably like about 38 or 39. I would believe it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, yeah, they have to win. They have to be champions.
That's it.
Right.
And they should actually show that. They should show, like, the guy that won the match eating at, like, a really nice steakhouse, and the guy that lost, he's, like, getting, like, the 99-cent burger at, like McDonald's or Jack in the Box.
Well, we talked about this with the guy, Joe Schmo, that was on here, saying that they should get a voucher, and once they win the match, they go up to a window, which is a paid window, and they're waiting in line to be paid for the match. The guy that doesn't get the pay window is like trying to get a ride home. I mean,
he's like on the bus.
It would be really a good way to do this show, because then you get the realization that not everybody makes money at it. And I have so many calls from guys that want to wrestle kids that think they're going to be superstars and make millions of dollars, and I tell them you're not going to make millions of dollars. Unless
you're not even going to make hundreds of dollars.
No, unless you win the match.
Yes, if you win it, you'll make.
All right, so how would you rate this whole show?
Under what? Scale 1 to 10? Is that what you're saying?
1 to 10.
All right.
Are you starting with me?
Did I say that?
No.
Okay. But I can.
Because you are the Rick.
That's right.
.com.
Yes.
I'm going to say a 6.5.
Really? Why so low?
Just because I thought a couple of the matches weren't good. And you know what? I could even go a 7, but that's it. 7. Fair enough?
You're so cute. Okay.
I'd go a 7, yeah.
I'd go with 7.5 Ricks out of 10.
Okay, and you?
I'd say a 4.5.
Ooh.
I did not like this one. To me it dragged. Like, I really wanted it to be over. I know I'm a downer. I told you I'm a Simon of the group. But the only thing I liked of the whole show was really the Cena Alberto Del Rio match.
Yeah.
Everything else was just like, and you could feel the energy just dropping like throughout the show. Even the main event, the energy level was so low.
Where it should have been up.
They should have like just continually piped in crowd noise, because it was, when I was watching it, like my energy was down. I wanted to fast forward it, but I couldn't.
You should have had a monster that would have brought your energy.
I had to.
I did, and I went back.
I did too. It's just hard. I would get like a 5.
Oh,
just to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can we find you, Patricia?
Facebook, but I've taken a hiatus on that, but I will be back on in probably another week. I haven't been on there. I do apologize yet. So just leave me a nice email, fans. And sunnyglow.com, glowsunny.com, and many more. I'm everywhere. Just look for me, Patricia Summerland.
They can find you on my Facebook,
and
too.
Sunny, the California girl from Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Cool. And we know we can find you with the brother in the meat department at Ralph's any night. That's 11 o'clock in the city of, I think it's Torrance, or actually way down there by San Pedro.
Yeah.
You got something coming up? I'll ask him.
My throat?
We heard that earlier. You have something coming up?
Yes, December 14th, we will be in Northern California for Big Time Wrestling. And then the day after, we will hopefully get an award. Vendetta Pro Wrestling is running like a kind of like a Slammies, but it's called the
oh, nice.
Vendettis or something like that.
That's cute.
So and we're nominated for a lot of things, so hopefully we get one of them.
Good for you.
Nice.
Oh, don't forget on the 21st that we're taking Patricia to look at the Christmas lights. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah.
Rick's not going to let that happen.
He'll be there with us.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Christmas light.
And I want to be a presenter for the award, can I?
Yes.
To be that, that model walks out with the dub. Here, they win.
We probably won't get it, but that's a good thought.
All right. You can catch me at rickdrasin.com and rickscorner.com. Interviews with legends of bodybuilding and wrestling. And then on the 6th of this month, I'm doing an interview from a documentary team from Austria down in Venice Beach. They're coming up to film me. I think I might have her go with me down there. And also in January, Patricia and I are doing Actors E Entertainment. It's about acting, directing, and I'm hosting, and she's the guest. And so we have that to look forward to. So there's a lot of stuff happening, but you'll see it all on rickdrasin.com. I'm on Twitter, at Ric Drasin, of course. And
yes,
that's the show of SmackDown. You stay tuned now. We're going to give you some old school wrestling with some of the old jabronis that knew actually how to work in the ring and make it sell.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.